As long as one does not accept the dust of the feet of a pure devotee of Lord, till that time he will never be able to understand the essence of Bhagavad.
रघुगण को भी बोला जड़ भरत में यही बात है.
Even Maharaj King Ruhugan was instructed the same thing by Jadbharat while he was carrying him in a palanquin. O Sanatan, listen carefully. That Krishna is very merciful. He is very merciful to fallen. He is the ocean of mercy and grace. He has freed you from the hell, or Maharorav hell. There are many types of hell. That the topmost hell is Maharorav. It is made out of the pus. It is made out of pus. It is full of worms. So, the actually Maharorav hell is compared to the material world. In this material world, the worms of material attachments, relatives, etc., they keep biting, and one is always immersed in this hellish pus. Sanatan Goswami told Mahaprabhu that I have not seen Krishna, I only know you, and I only ask for mercy from you. Sometimes it is seen that even a small boy, by associating with a surrendered person, they get some Sharanagati, that even a learned scholar may not be able to speak such a thing. There was a when Bhakti Sarvasva Giri Maharaj went to Burma for preaching, Sant Goswami Maharaj was a brahmachari that time. So he accompanied him in preaching. So Sant Goswami was a Then Giri
Maharaj spoke that the Swarup of Jeev is Nitya Krishna Dasa. But then Srila Sant Goswami Maharaj said, even though you are very, very senior to me, but I don't accept these words. I think that the Nitya Swarup of Jiva is that Guru, he is the servant of his once Guru. Why? Because Krishna and Guru is non-different, but one can, unless and until one realize that he is Nitya Guru Das, he can never be realizing that he is Krishna Das.
When Prabhupada came to know that a small child has said like this, he was very satisfied. So Krishna bestows his mercy through three types: through sadhu, through shastra, and guru.
So it's not that what Giri Maharaj was saying is not correct, but it was been defined very properly by Srila Sant Goswami Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada as well as Giri Maharaj. Both of them, they really appreciated his words.
So Sanatana Goswami narrated the entire incident of how he reached Mahaprabhu from the beginning to the end. Lord Chaitanya told Sanatana Goswami that your younger brothers Roop and Anupam met me in Prayag. Now they have gone to Vrindavan. Now you go, and Prabhu ordered Sanatana Goswami that you go and meet Tapan Mishra and Chandrasekhar. So by the orders of Mahaprabhu, he met both of them. So Tapan Mishra invited Sanatana Goswami to his house to have prasadam. Now Prabhu told Sanatana Goswami that you free yourself of this look, you go get yourself shaved and nicely dressed up. So Lord called Chaitanya Chandrasekhar Prabhu and told him that you kindly take care of Sanatana Goswami, take Sanatana Goswami and get him shaved and nicely dressed.
Nicely dressed means Vaishnava dress.
So he got him shaved.
What is the meaning of Bhadravesh? Bhadravesh means dressing oneself as a gentle person. So Srila Prabhupada Mahaprabhu is saying Bhadravesh means gentle person means Vaishnavesh. There are few people nowadays that they don't shave their head, they just cut their beard, and 60% they keep and 40% they clean. But this is not is the instruction of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
As long as you stay here, you come and take prasad here only in my house. Who spoke? This was spoken by Tapan Mishra to Sanatana Goswami. But Sanatana Goswami so Tapan Mishra
I think there are some things which Amara skipped. So please understand yourself.
Chandrasekhar Vaidya gave him clothes, but Sanatana Goswami did not accept new clothes. But when Mahaprabhu learnt about this, he became very happy. Why? But after doing Sandhya Vandan etc., Annek etc., he went to Begams.
हाँ प्रसाद सिर्फ
किसको बोला? मिश्रा ने बोला महाप्रभु को।
In the noontime, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sanatana Goswami, they came in the house of Tapan Mishra, and over there Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took prasadam, and he was asking that Sanatan, you can also sit with me and take prasad. But Tapan Mishra, he mentioned that no, he is having some other things to do right now. After that he will take prasad, you can take now. So Mahaprabhu took prasadam first, and then Tapan Mishra gave dress to Sanatana Goswami that wear this new dress.
And gave him the remnants of the food.
पहले तो ड्रेस पहनाएगा ना.
अच्छा, gave him the new dress. Wanted to. So Tapan Mishra wanted to give him the dress. But Sanatana Goswami said that if you really desire to give me clothes, then you please give me your old clothes which you've already worn. The old used clothes that you have worn yourself.
So Tapan Mishra, he gave him one of his old dhoti, and Sanatana Goswami cut it into two pieces and weared. And Srila Maharaj is mentioning that this is the ways of Sanatana Goswami. Like nowadays we take Vesh, Sannyas or other Babaji Vesh from one's Guru and all these things. So he's saying that Sanatana Goswami's Vesh was that he got dressed from Tapan Mishra and weared, and that was his Vesh.
And then Sanatana Goswami was introduced to a Maharashtrian Brahmin. And Maharashtrian Brahmin also invited Sanatan to take prasad at his home all the time, as long as you stay in Kashi. It is in Braj, this is called
some grihasthas in Braj, what they do, that they make contract with the sadhus that you have to take prasadam all the time with us. So sadhus are, that sadhu you commits himself, he is not allowed to take prasadam anywhere else except that particular house. So this is what Maharaj is mentioning, that this Maharashtra Brahman is also asking Sanatana Goswami to take prasadam with him all the time. If you stay for 1 month, 2 months, how long you stay. But Sanatana Goswami did not accept his proposal. Sanatana Goswami mentioned that I will do Madhukari. Madhukari means I will go from one house to another house different times, but I will not be accepting from one family only.
When Mahaprabhu learnt about this, he was very happy to know that he would do Madhukari, that is begging alms from house to house. But he kept on staring at a precious woolen blanket which Sanatana Goswami was wearing. So Mahaprabhu glanced at the precious woolen blanket that Sanatana Goswami was wearing. When Sanatana Goswami realized that Mahaprabhu did not appreciate him of wearing a precious blanket, when he went to the Ganges and saw that there was a Gaudiya person who had washed his old quilt and had spread it there to dry. And Sanatana Goswami requested the person that you kindly give me your old quilt and take this new blanket from me. Would you trade this? The person asked Sanatana Goswami that you seem to be a learned person, but you are joking with me. Why are you trading your old quilt, your precious blanket with an old quilt? How shall I take it? Sanatana Goswami said that I am not kidding with you, I am not joking with you. I really mean what I say. I really want to take your old blanket, old quilt, and want to give you this woolen blanket. And did not ask him anything. Why? Because
this Gaudiya was not even expecting at all that he is speaking true. Even though he was willing that, oh, if somebody does like that, like exchanging this blanket is wonderful. So by understanding his mood, Srila Sanatana Goswami did not converse with him further, but he just took his blanket and in return he gave the one which he was having. By seeing these kind of activities of a sadhu, one can, on the higher authorities, they understand that who wants to perform bhajan and who does not want to perform bhajan. By seeing these activities of Sanatana Goswami Mahaprabhu, he recognized that how Srila Sanatana Goswami Pada, he is really wishing to fulfill whatever is there in my heart, and he understands without even speaking.